So, Mayor, how
Got
did the process
every,
start?
everybody sit up. He's still coming in. Hang on, hang on. Nice, I hate to repeat myself. We got done early. Everybody knows we have spring break coming up. Council members are going to gather around. I'm actually going to be in, I've been invited to go to Boston, give an address at Harvard at Kennedy School about our veterans program. Very excited about that. We continue to be at the forefront of the nation in how we address veterans issues, and this will be the second time I've been invited in the last 2 years to present the specific programs that we have and how we're doing our outreach to veterans. So very glad to be the public spokesperson for the city of on this issue, but I know that my Department of Veterans Affairs and a lot of the community organizations that deal with veterans are really the groups that are doing the work. And then while I am on the East Coast, I have been invited to be available in New York just in case we win the Bloomberg Challenge, so we will see what happens with that. And very excited that today we passed new parking ordinance for the city of Houston. It's been a couple of decades since we updated it. The new ordinance is much more flexible, and it really allows for the opportunity for targeted solutions to neighborhood problems going forward. Very excited about that. Now, what do y'all want to talk about?
Well, on the parking ordinance, how do you see this sort of guiding development in the future? What impact do you think that these changes could have?
I don't know that I see it as guiding development. The goal was to have a more flexible ordinance so that as we densify as a city, particularly in the inner city inside Loop 610, that we have more flexibility and we recognize changing demographics, changing lifestyles, and the increasing presence of mass transit.
Mayor, on the part of New Deal in Houston, the new fees, or not the new fees, but the rate of the fees that have been displayed today in the hearing, do you think they will have a chilling effect on the ongoing development that may take place in Houston?
No, categorically no. Now, we're not bringing this developer impact fee forward simply because we think we don't have one and we need one. We're bringing it forward because we were instructed by the voters as part of the charter amendment that created our drainage utility to come back with a developer impact fee. We are operating under state law, which says the impact fee has to be set on a watershed by watershed basis. And even should council choose to charge the maximum fee for the one watershed that the highest fee, which is the Sims watershed, it's $57 per year for 1,000 square feet of impervious cover. That's would add $57 to the price of, say, a single-family home if you used a 5,000 square foot lot. We don't think it's going to have a particular impact at all, and I don't know that council will actually vote to approve the maximum fee. So it is a step forward to making sure that developers who come in and develop large tracts of land actually contribute directly to better drainage in the community.
How do you get forced units that have absolutely no impact on drainage?
You can build units where you do detention or retention of water on your own property so that it has zero impact on the surrounding properties. And developers would be given credit for providing drainage on their own property, as they get credit today under our drainage fee program.
Mayor, what did you make of the tented parking discussion that happened on 26 today? That was something the Restaurant Association was concerned about, right?
It was something that Councilmember Davis was concerned about, actually, and this is an issue that many restaurants and bars like to celebrate holidays. We want to encourage those kind of fun, festive activities, but say you decide that every weekend you're going to put a tent on your parking lot and have, a bocce contest or volleyball, beach volleyball or something. What is the impact of that? You've effectively done away with any minimum parking requirements. And so our response is that as long as you meet your minimum, you can do whatever you want with your parking. And, that was the discussion at the table. There is no prohibition against using your parking lots for various activities. It's just that we want you to provide a certain level of parking for your patrons. And it's like so many of the things that we do, it is complaint driven. If we don't go out and inspect, and so unless a neighborhood decides that they have somebody that gets out of hand and complains to us, I think the flexibility in this new ordinance will take us a long way. And if in fact we have a property owner that wants to do something unusual like that, we now have a mechanism to address it, which we never had before.
Are they, so individual events are or are not exempted? Or there's just an assumption that if it happens once every year?
The ordinance is silent, other than you are required to maintain the minimum number of parking spaces. And it is a complaint-driven process. I suspect that, an occasional event where someone wants to, celebrate St. Patrick's Day by having a party in their parking lot, or a charity car wash, that sort of thing. I don't think the neighborhood's going to complain. But this is designed to make sure that no one permanently converts their parking spaces to non-parking uses. And again, we lowered the number of parking spaces required in many cases, and we created the special parking district solution so that if they want to do that, they actually have a mechanism they can come talk to us about it. We can work through.
Mayor, I think Mr. Hall's having a campaign announcement today. Just wanted your thoughts on competition and what do you see in the next mayor's race as the big issues?
I fully expect there will be a lot of folks deciding to run for mayor. I'm not going to single out one opponent over another. I think it's going to be hard to find traction on an issue. We have the hottest economy in the United States. We're getting accolades. Just a cursory internet search shows that Houston is on the best of almost every list that's published these days. We've come out of the recession. We're one of the few major cities where we were able to balance city budgets without laying off police officers and firefighters in the worst recession in generations. Plus, the voters of Houston have overwhelmingly expressed their faith in the future through both creation of the drainage utility, but also most recently with an overwhelming bond election. I'm going to be running with the wind in my back and feel very, very good about what's going to happen this year.
You think the endorsement from HPLU is timed, so October is the Hall's announcement later on today?
I am going to have a press conference a little bit later on today that was set weeks ago, largely because of my travel schedule next week.
On the sobering center, ribbon cutting tomorrow. What's the goal there? What's the impact?
I'm not going to talk about the sobering center because I have a big press conference tomorrow, and I want you to come to see the sobering center. We've been talking about the sobering center obviously for months now. It is a good benefit to the city. It will save us money, but it will also provide a more humane solution with the possibility of access to case management and social services to a lot of folks. So very excited, but you have to come and get the full layout tomorrow.
Can you tell the public what time and where it's going to be at now?
What time is it?
Tomorrow at 11.
Tomorrow at 11.
The media alert will go out.
Where at?
At the
Sobering
Sobering
Center.
Center.
Right behind it. It is.
I'll see you.
He hasn't been there yet.
It
It is behind the Star of Hope on the between the on and off ramps of 59 north, just on the north end of downtown. That's kind of a tucked away area no neighbors to complain, but it's actually, it's a really, really nice facility. It's a renovated warehouse, and I have toured it. Would invite everybody to come out and see it, because you really have to see it for yourself to really understand what's going to be taking place there.